What's up, NFL fans? It's NFL Nate back again. Today, we're going to be looking at 4 Deshaun Watson trade scenarios. 4 teams that could trade for Deshaun Watson, what they'd have to give the Texans, and if it would be a good move for them. Before we jump into it, please hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing tons of off-season coverage and covering the Super Bowl and the rest of the playoffs. So if you guys would subscribe, it would mean a lot. And I got a lot of good content coming, so hit that subscribe button and let's jump right into it. First scenario, we have the Miami Dolphins. Now, the Miami Dolphins were really close to making the playoffs last year, just one game away. So I think Deshaun Watson could help them jump up to the playoffs, but they'd have to give the Texans Tua Tagovailoa, their new rookie quarterback, the number 3 overall pick that they got from the Texans, and the number 18 overall pick, their normal first rounder. This would be a really crazy move, but with the Miami Dolphins' really solid defense, if they went into free agency, got a few players to help Deshaun Watson a little bit on offense, this team could go from just barely not making the playoffs to being able to make a playoff run with the quarterback like Deshaun Watson. That defense was really, really good, but their offense just wasn't that good with Tua. I'm not saying Tua's bad. Tua can develop and become good, but Deshaun Watson would be an instant playmaker, and so I think this would be a really, really interesting move for the Dolphins. I don't think they'll do it. There's a chance that they could, that's why I'm making this video, but I don't think it's very likely because I don't think they just draft Tua and then instantly trade him away. But Deshaun Watson's talent is that good that they'd do that, but they still could do that, but that's the trade scenario for the Dolphins. The New York Jets trade scenario, they get Deshaun Watson. The Texans still want a quarterback, so the New York Jets would give them their 2nd overall pick, which the Texans would probably get a quarterback if they wanted to. And then they'd have to give up their 2022 first-round pick and their 2023 first-round pick. The problem with Deshaun Watson going to the Jets is, though it's instant playmaker and he can do tons of stuff, they wouldn't really be able to put much talent around him by giving up all these picks. They're not really ready. They're just not one quarterback away from a playoff team. They're more like a lot of talent away from a playoff team. That's why I think maybe it's better for them to draft a quarterback. But Deshaun Watson still helps that roster so much. They'd have to give up a ton of stuff, but it could be worth it for the New York Jets. Next, we have the Washington football team. The Washington football team made the playoffs but lost in the first round. This move would be so good for them because their defense is already really, really stacked, but their offense just was literally a quarterback away. They still won their division without a consistent quarterback, so if they did have a quarterback of Deshaun Watson's ability, it would help them so much, but they'd have to give up a lot. They'd give up their 19th overall pick, 51st overall pick, the 2022 first rounder, and their 2023 first rounder. But I think if they did this, they'd instantly become the favorite to win the NFC East. It would help them out so much. They probably wouldn't be able to sign many people because it would be a lot of cap space because Deshaun Watson does cost a lot, but I think this would be completely worth it. Do I think it's going to happen? I mean, it might happen mainly because the Washington football team don't really have a quarterback, and they're not in this position to draft one, so people aren't sure what their quarterback situation is. But this would be a huge move for the Washington football team and could help them out a lot. And finally, we have the 49ers trade scenario. The 49ers, they're unsure about a quarterback. Jimmy G was obviously injured last year, and when he played, he wasn't really playing at a very high level. So if they want Deshaun Watson, they'd probably have to give up their 12th overall pick, 2022 first rounder, and their 2023 first rounder, and Jimmy Garoppolo. I think the Texans would just want Jimmy Garoppolo mainly as just a buffer before they figure out who they really want at quarterback. They could make Jimmy Garoppolo their full-time quarterback, but I don't think they'd really want to do that. This would just be a good solution for right now. And for the 49ers, this would really, really help them. The offense with Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. Deshaun Watson could make something out of that. And if that defense returns to somewhat of the form when they made a Super Bowl run, this team could be deadly in the NFC with Deshaun Watson, and it would be super, super cool to see this happen. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to be covering tons of off-season coverage, and it's going to be super cool. So hit that subscribe button. Watch my last video right there. And my next video is going to be AFC and NFC Championship recap video. So I'll see you guys all in the next one. See ya.